I love him, I'll serve him all the days of my life. In the house of the Lord, God Rastafari. I love him, I'll serve him all the days of my life. In the house of the Lord, God Rastafari. Whoa. As I approach the gates of Zion, I can hear the choir singing. As I approach the gates of Zion, I can hear the choir singing. I love him, I'll serve him all the days of my life. In the house of the Lord, God Rastafari. I love him, I'll serve him all the days of my life. In the house of the Lord, God Rastafari. God shall escape the judgment in this time. These words I say to all mankind. God shall escape the judgment in this time. These words I say to all mankind. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No. Move out of Babylon, Rastaman. More it's true. Move out of Babylon, Rastaman, and leave out the wicked man. Move out of Babylon, Rastaman, leave out the wicked man. No wicked shall not prosper. Only righteous men shall stand up. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. The Rastaman a move on. Move on. The Rastaman a move on. Move on. Whoa. Anything that you can do, dreadlocks can do better. Move up, move up. Move up, move up. Move on top of the line, Rastaman. Leave up the wicked man. All you backbiters, all you backsliders, you shall not enter. Oh no, you shall not enter in the kingdom of Jah, the Almighty. In the kingdom of Jah, the Almighty. Whoa, yeah, solo. No riches cannot enter. Oh no, no weed that cannot enter. Oh no, render your heart, not your garment. Make your heart be pure and true. Make your heart be pure and true. Whoa. Move on top of the line, Rastaman. Leave on the wicked man. Rastaman, leave out the wicked man. Move up, move up. Move up, move up. The Rastaman, I move on. The Rastaman, I go move on. Whoa. Move up, move up, move up, move. Respect.
I met a man Bojangles and I'll dance to you. And wore that shoe with silver hair, ragged shirt, and baggy pants to do. Build the house of shoes. He can jump so high, Lord. He can jump so high that he lightly touched down. I met him in a cell in New Orleans, the word. When I was down and out, he looked to me to be the very eyes of age. As he spoke right out, he talked of life, Lord, he talked of life. Slapped aside and showed us a few new dances. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, come back and dance. He said his name was Bojangles, and he danced a bit right across the floor. Then he lifted his pants, found a better stance, and he jumped up high. That's when he kicked his heels. Then he let go that Lord, he let go that leg, grabbed his clothes and twisted right back around. No, no. We talked about his road along with a minstrel show, traveling throughout the South. He talked with tears of 15 years, how his dog and he, they were travel about. But he upped and died, the old dog just got old and died. And after 20 years, you know, the man, he's still free. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, come back and dance. He said I dance at every chance of honky-tonk for my drinks and tips. Most of the time I spend behind these county bars. You see, son, I drinks a bit. Then he shook his head. No, he shook his head. And I could hear someone say, Mr. Bojangle, Mr. Bojangle, Mr. Bojangles, come back and dance. One more time. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, come back and dance. Thank you. Down in Jamaica, close to Mandeville. Back up in the woods on top of the hill. There's an old hut made of earth and wood. There lay the country boy named Johnny B. Good. He never learned to read and write so well, but he could play his guitar like a ringing a bell, yo. So go, Johnny, be good tonight, yeah. So go, Johnny, be good. Used to catch guitar in a gunny sack, sitting in the tree by the railroad track, yeah. The old engineer of the train sitting in the shade, shouting to the rhythm that the stripers made. People passing by would stop and say, oh man, what's a boy can play? So go, Johnny, be good tonight. You better be good.
This is party time. Oh, party time. Yeah. Party time. Oh, party time. This is party again. Oh, party time. Yeah. Ooh, oh, we're having a party tonight. Oh, people, where everything will be alright. Come on, everyone. It's time that we should have some fun. We've got to live some life before we're old. We've got to live some life before we're cold. Time is short, so hear me, man. Let's live the life the best we can. Don't try to work your soul away. Come on, remember there's another day. We got to live some life before we're old. We've got to live some life before we're cold. This is party time. Oh, party time, babe. Oh, party time. Party time. This is party time. Oh, people. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, I love you. I love you. Baby girl, I love you. Baby, baby, come with me, my love, to the sea of love. I wanna tell you how much I love you. I love you, girl. Baby, do you remember the time we met? That's the day, girl, I knew I won't forget it. I wanna tell you how much I love you. Oh, pretty baby, baby, come with me, baby, to the sea, my love, of love. Baby, do you remember the time we met, baby? Baby, that's the day. I know you and I, we won't forget, no. I wanna tell you how much I love you. Oh, baby, I love you, girl. Oh, I love you. Oh, let me.
You were my very first girl. I love you more than anything in this whole world. Why did you leave me to cry? Oh, my honey, at times that I pass you by, you could see the teardrops falling from my eyes. Why did you leave me to cry? Oh, my baby, I wanted you to be a bride, and forever you would stay by my side. Why did you leave me to cry? my very own. Oh, why did you leave me to cry? Oh, my baby. Yes, another one from the studio one, we got a lot. I lost my baby, but she's coming back. Yeah, she wrote me a letter stated she needs me badly, and if she comes home, I'll have a precious time. My little honey says her new guy treats her badly. It seems to me his pretty looks may demonetize her. All I can say, pretty looks isn't all. All I can say, pretty looks isn't all.
Baby, be true. Girl, if you're true to me, girl, I'll be true to you. Listen, baby. Baby, be true. And I'll give the world to you. I mean it, baby. Oh, girl, listen now. Treat me right. And I love you day and night. I mean it, baby. Oh, girl. And I keep my heart to you, my babe. And I do what you ask me to, now, babe. I mean it, baby. Oh, when you're down, I'll be around to buy you, baby. Oh, baby, listen now. And when you're free, just call on me. I'll be there, baby. Oh, girl. And I'll give the world to you, my babe. And I'll do what you ask me to, now, babe. I mean it, baby. Oh, I mean it, baby. Oh.
Yes, this song was originally written by the Heptones, recorded in 1973 at RJ Studio.
Now isn't it strange how princesses and things, yeah, and found their papers in sort of serene. And that's why common people like you and me, we're the builders for eternity. And the teachers give it a bag of tools, a shapeless man.
Fearless music. Sister Judy, you out there? Come on. One pound, 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 one pound. Oh yeah. One pound, one pound, one pound, one pound, one pound. Feel that spirit. Feel that spirit. I feel that spirit. Lord, I thank you. Lord, I thank you. I feel alright. Feel alright now. I feel alright now. I feel alright now. team and a chicken just a chick me say they love me to them heart and soul. And some of them a look it so warm with me lover. Someone take full control, but I can't take confusion. I'm on a ration, exploitation and intimidation. That is why I am a one-man girl. I am a one-man woman. I am a one-man girl. I am a one-man woman. So, well up you want if you want. Well up you want if you want. Ooh. Run it again for that. Have mercy. I say we coming out your party. Hey, 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 hey. Say every team man up, then just a chick me say they love me to them heart and soul. And some of them a look it so warm with me lover. Someone take full control, but I can't take confusion. I'm on a ration, intimidation, and the frustration. And that is why I am a one-man girl. I am a one-man woman. I am a one-man girl. Oh yes, you're looking at her. Yes, you're looking at her. Oh, you say me. Well up you want if you want woman, woman. Wave your hand if you have one man. Well up you want if you want. 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 Well up you. 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 Thank you so much.
Lady with the starlight, a lovely starlight that shines so bright. A lovely lady with the starlight, a lovely starlight that shines so bright. She must be crazy or sad. She must be crazy or sad. Lady with the starlight, a lovely that shines so bright. A lovely lady with the starlight, a lovely that shines so bright. Whoa, ah yeah. Lady with the starlight, a lovely starlight that shines so bright. A lovely, thank you so much, starlight, a lovely starlight that shines so bright. La 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 la. Ooh, girl, hey woman. and sisters, when you fall in love. Everybody all right? Thank you so much. Here we go. Baby, I'm not joking, and it's not what I'm smoking. I really think you're nice. Don't think I'm kidding you, and don't think I'm bidding. If silver birds are your price, hey woman, borrow if you could see. Ah yeah, the change you made in me, that the angels in the skies were envious and surprised that anyone as nice as you would chance with me. Ah yeah, you better chance with me. Baby, I'm not joking, and it's not what I'm smoking. I really think you're mine. Don't think I'm kidding you, and don't think I'm bidding. If silver birds are your price, hey woman, borrow if you could see. Ah yeah, the change you made in me, that the angels in the skies were envious and surprised that anyone as nice as you would chance with me. Ah yeah, you better chance with me. Good Lord, good Lord. Baby, I'm not joking, and it's not what I'm smoking. I really think you're nice. Don't think I'm kidding you, and don't think I'm bidding. If silver birds are your price, hey woman, borrow if you could see. Ah yeah, the change you made in me, that the angels in the skies were envious and surprised that anyone as nice as you would chance with me. Ah yeah, you better chance with me. Good Lord, you better chance with me, babe. Come on, you better chance with me, girl. Ah yeah, good Lord, you better chance with me, babe. Ah yeah, come on, well. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. This month is a special month for our music, reggae music. And this month is Reggae Month. And we don't forget all the people that made so much contribution, musically speaking, so this music could reach where it is now. We have to thank everyone, musicians and singers. Thank you so much. And some of them are not here with us anymore. All these people that make so much contribution for this music to reach where it is today. Thank you so much for having me. me free, set me free. The finest tears I ever knew. Good Lord, it's all I want you to sing this with us. You and I would give everything I own, give up my life, my heart, my own, and I would give everything I own just to have you all back again. Is there someone you know, you're loving them so, but they're taking it all for granted? You may lose them one day, someone takes them away, and you don't hear a word they say. And I would give everything I own, give up my life, my own, and I would give everything I own just to have you all back again, just to talk to you words again. Lord, everything that I own is gonna be yours. Everything, yeah, everything that I own. Talking about my wife, my kids, and my family. Is there someone you know, you're loving them so, but they're taking it all for granted? You may lose them one day, someone takes them away, and you don't hear a word they say. And I give everything I own, give up my life, my heart, my own, and I would give everything I own just to have you all back again, just to talk to you. Word, take it down, take it down. My everything that I own is gonna be yours, yours forevermore. Talking about my wife, my kids, and my family. Talking to your brothers and sisters, you better let it be. When you're in love, when you're in love, let it be forever. When you're in love, when you're in love, let it be forever. Lord, hey, hey, come on.
month is February. February is Reggae Month. Come catch the rhythm virtually. We gone online totally on Reggae Month TV. Mega reggae concerts, interesting reggae documentaries, informative reggae symposia, and lots more. Online daily from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. on PBCJ, Jam Vision, JCDC Facebook page, and several other cable and social media platforms. Details available on the Reggae Jamaica mobile app, Reggae Month TV. Tune in daily and be entertained and informed.
Jamaica, heartbeat of the world.
This year, Reggae Month comes during an unprecedented global crisis. The Jamaica music industry is in the midst of adaptation, and Jamaica's creators are stretching the limits to their creativity to meet the content demands of a post-COVID world. Greetings, my name is Cynthia Shea Clark, and I am happy to join the multitude of entertainment entrepreneurs who have graced the JMC platform. I will be your guide as we explore the awakening of the sleeping giant that is the Jamaica music industry. In 2020, the JMC, in association with Solid Agency and Irie Jam Media Group, held its largest staging of the conference for Reggae Month. The conference included the historic return of the founding father of hip-hop, DJ Kool Herc, along with reggae icon Shaggy. The JMC team broke new ground by welcoming representatives from YouTube, Tidal, Audio Mac, and Pandora. The seventh staging proved successful and saw over 1,000 creatives educated, enlightened, and networking. Now in its 8th year, the Jamaica Music Conference has evolved into the premier networking and educational platform in our country's music industry. Increasingly, ownership of intellectual property by creators has become a key component of modern music industry. The JMC is committed to bringing more understanding of this, at times, elusive concept of music publishing. Since the last staging of the JMC conference, the music industry faced unprecedented challenges due to the novel coronavirus, especially the new restrictions in staging live events. But this moment in history provides us with a unique opportunity to pause and take a look at some of the work that has been done over the years. Over the next 4 weeks, we will sit down with creatives and hear how they have been coping during these times. We will look at a rising artist, an international reggae band, and an established reggae dancehall superstar. The JMC is also happy to announce that the Irie Jam Media Group and the Caribbean Global Network family are now officially a part of the JMC leadership team and will help the conference along in its efforts to grow and serve the Jamaica music industry in the coming years.
Welcome once again to the Jamaica Music Conference. Again, this is the JMC Effect. This is JMC 2021. We're here with reggaeton superstar Yahweh Mendes, and the JMC is again continuing to build connections between Jamaica and Latin America. We have here today assisting us the lovely Maria Cabrales, who is a lecturer and translator at UTech University, and she will be assisting the JMC family to build this bridge. And she can speak Patois, so she needs to break out in some Patois. She is very capable in that as well. So big up all of the UTech family as well. So we're gonna jump right into this. Can you just welcome Yahweh for us and for the island of Jamaica?
El placer es mío, saludos a toda la gente de Jamaica y bueno, vamos a platicar un ratito de música.
So when you hear the word Jamaica, what comes to your mind?
Caribe, isla, fiesta, dembow.
What does Jamaica mean to you?
Para mí Jamaica es la mamá, la madre, el vientre, el nacimiento de toda esta cultura que hoy conocemos en Latinoamérica como reggaetón. Todo donde nació, donde salió el reggae, la percusión, el dembow.
Beautiful. So, are you aware of the origin of the music that we love called reggaeton?
Claro, Jamaica. Jamaica es mucha gente está confundida con dónde nació el reggaetón. No es Puerto Rico, no es Panamá, es Jamaica. Jamaica es la madre del reggaetón. Yo considero que el reggaetón ha pasado, ha crecido, y si pudiéramos ponerlo en la vida, sería de niño, cuando es un dembow es Jamaica, después creció en Panamá y después se hizo adulto en Puerto Rico. Entonces la base es Jamaica y fue creciendo hasta Puerto Rico, Latinoamérica, y hoy por hoy conocemos el reggaetón. En un inicio era el reggae en Jamaica. Entonces para mí eso es como ha evolucionado.
And why did you choose reggaeton?
Yo elegí el reggaetón por la versatilidad, porque es un ritmo que te deja hablar de todos tus sentimientos. Si la estás pasando bien en una fiesta, si la estás pasando mal con un desamor, si estás hablando de un fronteo en algún reto contra alguien, entonces tiene muchas posibilidades. Puedes llevar todas tus experiencias con el mismo ritmo del reggaetón.
Excellent. When did you first know that you wanted a career in the music industry?
Debe ser por el año 2000, 2001, que yo estaba muy pequeño, pero ya empezaba a sonar, ya llegaba a Latinoamérica, digo, mucho antes era Bob Marley y todo eso, pero por ahí del 2001, todo eso, al menos en Latinoamérica, en México, empezaba a sonar El General, empezaba a sonar Tego Calderón, Don Omar, Daddy Yankee, DJ Negro. Todo eso para mí era, ¿qué es esto? ¿Qué es esta música? Yo la quiero.
And how did you prepare for a career in music, to embark and to become what you have become today?
Yo sigo preparándome, yo estoy evolucionando día a día, sigo preparándome y aún cuando llegue a donde me imagino llegar, aún ahí voy a seguirme preparando. Creo que la gente aprende diario y nunca debemos de confiar y pensar que ya lo sabemos todo. Diario se aprende, diario evolucionas, diario te preparas para ser el mejor y yo quiero ser el mejor. Entonces considero que apenas estoy en todo ese proceso.
All right, now let's get into the nitty-gritty. Rehearsal. How important is rehearsal to an artist of your caliber?
100%, 100%. A diferencia de otros talentos, tú puedes nacer y querer ser futbolista y si no tienes el talento, no lo vas a lograr por más que lo practiques. Es un talento que no se puede, que no se puede desarrollar. La música, el cantar, se puede desarrollar. Puedes ser una persona que no cantes y desarrollarlo y volverte muy bueno en eso. Entonces, ¿con qué voy a esto? Con invitar a toda la gente que todos lo podemos lograr. Que si en realidad es tu sueño, si te pones a practicar diario, puedes llegar a ser un grande. El punto está en ser paciente y en ser constante, en practicar diario 24/7.
Do you rehearse more now or when you first started? Do you find that you're spending more time now rehearsing or when you first started?
Actualmente, el día de hoy, yo practico mucho más que cuando inicié, porque cuando inicié lo veía como un sueño, muy lejano, muy lejano. Y aunque todavía no llego a donde quiero estar, sí lo veo más cerca. Entonces eso me motiva a seguir practicando diario, 24 horas, 7 días a la semana.
Okay, let's go into the business now. What were some of the business connections that you made that have been important to where you are today?
En realidad mi carrera ha sido una carrera de mucho trabajo, de mucho esfuerzo, de empezar desde abajo y en realidad y de corazón se los digo, con la ayuda de nadie, de nadie. Yo empecé solo como un sueño, tengo un equipo muy sólido y muy pequeño, soy un artista independiente, no tengo detrás a una disquera, no tengo a una persona metiendo dinero. Es un trabajo mío propiamente, es un trabajo donde yo me meto en todo, en la letra, en la canción, en la distribución, en los videos, en todo. Entonces ha sido una carrera muy larga y muy difícil, pero si yo puedo asignarle esa ayuda a alguien, es a Nicky Jam. Nicky Jam para mí fue una persona que estalló todo este deseo, todo este sueño de la música. ¿Por qué? Porque yo quería cantar, yo siempre quería cantar desde pequeño, pero lo veía muy lejano, lo veía inalcanzable. Y en una oportunidad que tuve de conocer a Nicky Jam y de estar en un show y me subí a cantar, a hacer un show, él me dijo, oye, tú tienes esa magia, tú tienes esa estrella, ¿por qué no te metes a la música? Para mí fue algo inexplicable. Para mí fue eso de, me lo está diciendo Nicky Jam, lo tengo que hacer. Y es así que inicié la carrera en la música.
Okay. How important is a team to Yahweh and to your brand? How important is your team?
El trabajo en equipo es todo. Es todo. O sea, si quieres llegar a algún lugar, tienes que llegar acompañado. O sea, cada quien tiene una tarea. Es muy importante tu equipo de producción, tu equipo musical, tu manager, tu equipo de imagen, de todo. Es muy importante. No importa el tamaño que sea. No importa si tienes a 50 personas en tu equipo o tienes a 3. Mientras cada uno haga su tarea, todo se puede lograr. Entonces es muy importante porque a veces como artista te puedes caer, te puedes desanimar y tu equipo es quien te dice, no, vamos bien, adelante, sigue, vamos creciendo, vamos lento y vamos de a poco, pero vamos creciendo. Entonces es muy importante tener un equipo que esté ahí detrás de ti siempre para apoyarte.
Okay. Now that you have become a star, so to speak, how difficult or what challenges have you had sustaining your pulling power? And we define pulling power as your ability to pull a crowd into a venue or to pull people to a particular product or service. So how do you maintain? You have 2.8 million followers on Instagram. How do you maintain that following?
Desde mi punto de vista, los seguidores se hacen parte de tu familia. ¿A qué voy con esto? Que ellos te quieren. Tú aprendes también a quererlos. Aunque tú no los conozcas, se vuelve un cariño muy importante porque gracias a ellos es que funcionas. Gracias a ellos es que se consume tu música. Gracias a ellos es que te exiges para mejorar. Y ellos son los que te marcan el quiero más música, quiero más música, quiero más música. Tú te debes a tus fans. Entonces, para mí ha sido un viaje muy divertido, un viaje de mucha conexión, de mucha interacción con mis fans. Entonces, debes de darte a la tarea de tener un momento especial para ellos. En las redes sociales, estar en contacto con ellos, estarles contestando, estarles subiendo contenido, porque ellos lo que quieren es verte. Subir tu día a día, estar en conexión con ellos y sobre todo, darles muy buena música.
Okay, in Jamaica, those of us who are in the music business, we know that this is a relationship business. How important are your relationships in the music business to your success?
Claro, las conexiones son todo. O sea, las conexiones son las puertas para abrir a un nuevo mundo, a un nuevo público. Entonces, las conexiones que tú puedas hacer en la música son muy importantes. Tienen que ser conexiones, aparte de ser conexiones de trabajo, tienen que ser conexiones de energía, de llevarse bien, de conocer un nuevo artista y llevarte bien para que tu música vaya al siguiente nivel. No es lo mismo hacer una canción, hacer un feat con alguien por negocio, que hacer un feat con alguien que conectaste, que dijiste, hey, él es mi pana, él es mi hermano, mi brother, vamos a hacer una canción y bueno, te ganas nuevo público, vas creciendo y se va haciendo más grande, más grande, más grande, hasta ver a los artistas de gran nivel que son amigos entre todos, que hay una camaradería entre ellos.
As your brand has expanded, you've moved into reality TV, you're in music. What is your vision for the Yahweh brand moving forward?
Bueno, mi visión está clara, el enfoque, el objetivo, lo tengo muy claro desde hace muchos años y sigo trabajando en él. Yo quiero ser el primer reggaetonero salido de México y quiero ser el más importante a nivel Latinoamérica. Entonces, yo sé que es un nivel muy, muy, muy alto, pero yo sé que puedo llegar. Yo sé, quiero, deseo y lo intento atraer diario con mis pensamientos, con mi esfuerzo, con mis intentos por hacer nueva música. Entonces, el objetivo yo lo tengo bien claro y creo que eso es gran parte para un artista, saber a dónde quiere ir para llegar. Entonces, yo tengo el enfoque claro.
Excellent. How have you been surviving COVID-19 and what's happening now?
Bueno, para mí el año 2020, para mí fue el mejor de mis años. A nivel musical, a nivel creativo, a nivel de trabajo también. Tuve mucho tiempo para enfocarme en realidad en cómo quiero sonar, en practicar, en mejorar mi voz, en mejorar mis letras. Y bueno, en el último mes, ya tengo un álbum completo y un EP completo. Entonces me dio todo ese tiempo para enfocarme en la música y estoy ansioso por enseñarle al mundo lo que hice en este mes pasado, que fue mucha música.
If you could speak to yourself 1 year before COVID hit the world, what would you tell yourself then in terms of how to prepare for what is happening now?
Si yo hubiera sabido que esta pandemia nos iba a atacar, seguramente que me habría adelantado a conocer cómo se podrían hacer shows en una pandemia, a preparar todo para que los shows sigan existiendo. Yo estoy loco y creo que todos los demás artistas están locos por volver a pararse en una tarima, por volver a cantar en medio de mucha gente. Entonces, si hubiéramos tenido tiempo, tal vez hubiéramos enfocado la mente en armar alguna manera para que los shows no se extinguieran.
Okay. And what would be the lessons that you have learned from in this COVID period? You know, what would be the main takeaways that you would share with younger artists?
A mí me dio tiempo de conocerme más, de poder practicar más, de pensar a dónde quiero llevar mi carrera y qué quiero transmitir con mi música. También me enseñó que estar en casa no es una limitación, que gracias a la tecnología podemos estar al otro lado del mundo en un segundo, en una videollamada, en una historia de Instagram, en un posteo. Entonces, a mí eso me enseñó la pandemia, que no hay límites, que antes de pandemia estábamos muy limitados, que si tenías una entrevista tenías que viajar, tenías que ir a un horario y la pandemia ahorita a todos nos demostró que podemos estar ahorita en una videollamada México-Jamaica.
Beautiful, beautiful. If there was one song in your catalog that exemplifies what your sound, what your message, what your brand is all about, what would be that one song? One.
Wow. Me voy a ir no tan al pasado, pero tampoco al presente. Me voy a ir a la mitad y yo elegiría Somos de Calle, Daddy Yankee, donde muestra el barrio, la casa, la familia sería Somos de Calle de Daddy Yankee. Una mía es una canción que acabo de hacer hace 3 días, que me está volviendo loco por sacarla, que quiero que la escuche ya todo el mundo y que aún falta un poquito para que salga, pero se van a dar cuenta de qué canción estoy hablando. No la puedo mostrar ahorita, pero estoy ansioso por hacerlo.
If there was one song that he could choose for the people of Jamaica to learn about him, what song would he have the Jamaican people listen to of his?
Bueno, de lo que está actualmente sonando en la calle, yo elegiría un tema que hice para mi novia que se llama Vuelves, pero en realidad estamos hablando de canciones donde yo apenas me estaba conociendo a mí mismo. Repito, las canciones que hice este último mes, que son las que voy a lanzar, son las que en realidad muestran mi personalidad, quién soy, mi estilo y mi sello bien marcado. Puedo decir que mis canciones pasadas fue el experimento para llegar a definir lo que apenas voy a mostrarles.
Do you listen to any reggae or dancehall music?
De pronto, yo escucho toda la música, pero claro que me gusta irme un poquito atrás a escuchar un poquito de dancehall o de ese reggae evolucionado con Bob Marley, con Sean Paul, con Sean Kingston. Todo eso me gusta escucharlo de pronto, sí. O sea, son un mundo de oportunidades que a mí me gusta escuchar. O sea, te repito, me gusta escuchar desde Nando Boom hasta Ivy Queen, Tego Calderón. Son un mundo de canciones que yo no podría elegir una.
Okay, if you could travel in a time machine and speak to your younger self, what advice would you give the young Yahweh Mendez?
Yo le diría que no se desespere, que nunca deje de creer en sí mismo, de creer en sí mismo, porque sí va a llegar. Yo le diría, no te desesperes. Le diría, sé que odias la palabra paciencia, sé que la odias con todo tu corazón, pero ten paciencia, vas a llegar.
Okay. And what do you think needs to happen to build a stronger bridge between reggae and dancehall and reggaeton, between Jamaica and Latin America?
Una colaboración entre los dos más duros de cada género. Una colaboración real, una colaboración en que esté mitad y mitad reggae, mitad reggaetón, o mitad reggae, dancehall, reggaetón, pero una fusión entre los dos más grandes o entre los máximos exponentes. Aunque creo que sí está muy, muy marcado, muy definido cada estilo. Entonces creo que sería muy bueno escuchar esa fusión, pero creo que nunca deberían de fusionarse para siempre. Creo que cada uno debe de tener su estilo.
Do reggaeton artists, in his opinion, do they acknowledge Jamaica as being the roots of reggaeton, Jamaican reggae and dancehall? Do they acknowledge that being the roots of reggaeton? Is that knowledge widely known?
Creo que los artistas que realmente se involucran en conocer la historia saben que Jamaica es la mamá. Pero sí creo también que hoy por hoy muchos artistas están confundidos. Muchos artistas creen que fue Panamá, que fue Puerto Rico. Los que realmente sabemos o hemos investigado, sabemos que la raíz de todo el árbol es Jamaica.
Beautiful. We're almost finished. All right. When was the first time that you heard about the Jamaica Music Conference?
Yo en realidad tiene muy poco que supe de esto. Realmente yo estoy en Centroamérica y a veces es difícil tener todas esas conexiones. A veces te enteras de todo lo que está muy cerca de ti. Para mí es un honor y es algo impresionante estar teniendo esta entrevista con la gente de Jamaica y estoy muy agradecido por eso y espero que venga, gracias a esta entrevista, que venga mucho más.
Beautiful. And what would you recommend that we do that we can help to build that bridge between reggaeton and dancehall? What can the Jamaica Music Conference do? What would you recommend for us?
Yo recomiendo que nos quitemos de la mente ese freno de dividir, de decir esto es reggae, esto es dancehall, esto es reggaetón. Pienso que la gente debe de ser más abierta y debe de dejar que fluya todo, porque la música es música, la música es vida, la música es alegría. En cualquiera de sus géneros, la música es alegría. Entonces, que se quiten de enfrascarse, de meterse en un solo estilo, que se dejen envolver por todo.
Well, tell Yahweh thank you on behalf of Jamaica Music Conference, the Jamaica Music Conference Network, the island of Jamaica, the people of Jamaica. We want to thank you for spending time with us today, taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you're going to travel soon. So thank you so much. However, one last thing, the people of Jamaica are music people. Can you give the people a little bit of a cappella? Just give them a little sample. Can you give them a little sample of something to hear what you're coming with in reggaeton?
Yo, agradecido infinitamente con la gente de Jamaica. Amo, aunque sea en video, ver lo que es Jamaica. Quiero conocerlos muy pronto, quiero viajar a su país y gracias en realidad por abrir estas puertas, por conectarnos a distancia. Gracias y ahora mismo les muestro un poquitito de lo último que estoy haciendo. Denme un segundo.
Looks like you might get ready, people. Yeah, we're not going to play.
La conocí en un parche, ese día nos besamos. Me llamó anoche. ¿Ahí se escucha bien? Quiere volver al pasado, terminar lo que dejamos empezado. Siempre fui malo con todas, pero contigo fue raro. No me la comí, pero hoy me la voy a comer. Dice que esta noche quiere, no lo vi venir. Conmigo se quiere perder, que está lista para parcharse. Es de Medellín, ese culo es un arte. A Putero le quedó grande. Yo le haré venir como nunca antes, como nunca antes. Yeah, ey. Qué chimba comerte, yeah, ey. Qué chimba comerte. Yeah, ey. Qué chimba comerte, yeah. Eso es un poquito de lo que estoy haciendo ahora mismo.
Blessing, my brother. Blessing. Muchas gracias. You know,
gracias a ustedes.
Thanks for everything. This was very beautiful. We thank Art of G. We thank Miss Maria Cabradas for coming in at the last minute and really giving us a powerful. So we
You're
give
most
thanks.
welcome.
And also, could we just ask Yahweh just if you could do a quick drop, tell people this is the JMC and the JMC effect, and you know, giving social media for people to follow.
Okay. Hola, yo soy Yahweh Méndez y le mando un abrazo gigante a toda la gente de Jamaica y Jamaica Music Conference. Un placer estar con ustedes, los amo.
Listen. All right.
The research in America, if you look at the census, they'll tell you that there's about 2 million Caribbean people in America. It's complete lies, right? Because they're not counting some of the rimland countries, like I'm Guyanese, they're not even counting me, right? I'm like, shit, I'm Caribbean, right? And then they're not counting like the American Virgin Islands. They're not counting that, right? So when you start looking at those numbers, then they're not counting first generations. They're not counting second generation. So my kids aren't really counted, but they're Guyanese as hell, right? They're Americans, but they're also Guyanese. And then what about their friends who might be Puerto Rican, who might be from Nigeria, who might be from whatever, but they understand Caribbean culture, right? So the soil is so fertile for us to collaborate, we cannot run from it.
And I want to say that it's very important that we, as a domestic-based industry, understand that our reach is beyond our borders. And that we need to look at this as an international Jamaican music industry where we can engage with our natives outside of our borders and those who love the diaspora and to build on business opportunities that take us beyond Jamaica.
Just Cool Herc, if I'm looking at your Instagram, I should not only see legend, right? I want to see you're from Jamaica. I want to see some shots from Jamaica. I want to see some shots from back in the day. So you write in your book, whatever, right? So when I look at that in my head, if I don't know who Cool Herc is, I'm like, oh, I have a sense, right? But a lot of people, sometimes you look at artists' thing and you don't know what the hell they're doing. Are they an Instagram model? Are they, drug dealers? Like, I don't know, what are you, right? Like, I don't see one artist thing up there. I don't see them in the studio. I don't see them performing live. I don't see, right? We want pepper, we want flavor, and we want seasonings. I think back in the day, the purist thing was cool. We were trying to make our mark. But in order for reggae to grow, to me, right? And it doesn't mean that our foundation sound will ever get lost. Never, it will never get lost. It's too important. But the subgenre thing, I think, is what's gonna open up the audience, and people are gonna discover it.
El General, which is En General, as them call it. En General went to Erasmus also and used to watch me do my thing, and then he did his thing, and it was like a little click. El General, it ended up, him and I became friends and hang out and and then he ended up doing a song called Dembow. He did a bunch of reggae covers at the time, dancehall cover. One of those songs was Dembow, right? That became massive, Shabaran's Dembow. Till now, the reggaeton rhythm that you're hearing right now is actually called Dembow. And so VP at the time was the one that was producing these songs, and he became massive. So became the birth of what is now reggaeton.
At Irie Jam, our DJs are legendary, and they play everything. So you will get some Spanish music every now and again, but what we don't have is easy access. So if you want to help us, please send us music and we'll play day and night. So yes, we love it and we want it.
Man come to me and say, what do you think about these white reggae bands? What do you think about these Cali roots? I said, what do you mean by that? He said, but you got white reggae and you got, I said, don't bother with that. Reggae is reggae. I don't care if it come from, and it's, yes, we know this is the birthplace, so I'm happy you said what you said, because we have a responsibility as Jamaicans. Don't worry about what other people are to preserve everything, that it can be the source. You see the sun from the existence of the sun, it's not changing.
So it didn't need to revive, but there has been a renaissance. And we need to embrace that renaissance, but we need not to forget the roots and all the practitioners and the artistry that has continued to maintain Jamaica as a cultural superpower from 1950s and Miss Lou's first recordings until now. It is not resting on the shoulder of any one artist or any one producer or any one organization. It is going to take a collective effort because we have a global market. Not every country can say that. We have a global market to fulfill, and it's going to take an integrated effort with a plan to make it work.
A wealth of knowledge, experience, connections. I mean, this and the people that have been brought here over the last week is indicative of what can happen when we leverage our connections, our experience, and do these things.
On this first day, you had already created the song. That's how?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How?
Because there's I love my music. I'm looking for records and stuff. So I'm looking for rare records. And at the same, when I'm tuning to them, as I'm playing, I noticed the records has on grove in it. You can see it. So, and at the time too, it was the luxury of headphones. I had to know the record. I had to know when it's gonna come off. So I'm doing that. But at the same time, I'm watching the crowd. Some people wait for certain parts of the records. I said, oh, I'm gonna call it the merry-go-round. So just the snippets. So that's it. And all my little breaks I had, I put them together, and I said, Gus, let's go. Everybody's there. I like
they
that.
were b-boy heaven.
I like that. It's like how you call this? This is a cram jam. I gotta cram it in, and everybody look for that. That was the born of that. And there was a record called Bongo Rock, but that's not it. The cut of it called Apache, and it was it wouldn't stop. It wouldn't stop. That's what we're supposed to say. And you don't stop, and you stop, and you don't stop, and you don't.
We have one of the most valuable products, and I don't think we as Jamaicans know the value of what we have. I mean, I remember the inception of Japan Splash, which came by accident, right? And it became the biggest festival in the Far East, where we were drawing 70, 80,000 people, and it's all reggae acts. Right now, they have it in Japan, but it's no Jamaican acts involved anymore, right? They have a festival in Yokohama, over 100,000 people, and it's all Japanese reggae acts, right? That's to show how valuable the music itself. The #1 sound system in the world is Mighty Crown. Not care what people want to say. The #1 sound system in the world is Mighty Crown. And I remember when they started back in the 80s, right? They emulated Stone Love. They even went to the place in Miami where they buy the equipment, delete stuff and all them things. And they emulated it a lot. They had people like the Japanese Lady Saw. They had the Japanese Shabba Ranks. And I sat there and I said, when you have a product that the world want to talk like you, sing like you, walk like you, look like you, dress like you, and everything like you, it must be something unique. And I have proven that on many cases, because I remember the first time I went to Thailand, right? And they had a big welcome party for me, going from the airport into the city, right? They had a big banner, red, gold, and green banner across the city center of Koh Samui. You know, welcome on my name on it, you know, and I was say, wow. You know, I mean, I'm not even an artist, but because of reggae music and my association, and it was in red, green, and gold. And when they had the welcoming party for me, I was sitting there, and there was some people around me from all different parts of the world. And there was a Russian billionaire guy that was sitting beside me, right? He knew nothing about Jamaica or anything, but the music, reggae music, is what brought his attention. Because he said he heard a guy named Sean Paul coming to Russia and did a show, not a concert, but a private party for one of his friend's daughter, right? And he performed for one of his friend's daughter. And then when he heard and read my bio and everything, we became good friends. That by the third day, he took me out of my hotel and gave me his resort. When I say resort, big, almost like the whole of this place. And me inside of this resort with everything that you can think of available. I had 5 Thai ladies giving masseuse, prepare your food, do everything. And just because of the music, and at the time now, I remember we had the Olympic was going on, and Bolt was creating a lot of sound for Jamaica. And then he talked about that too, right? So we were interacting where that is concerned, and then they took me over to another city and introduced me to a guy who don't speak no English, pure Thai language, but he celebrates reggae and Bob Marley birthday every year for 22 years. He has been celebrating it. He has every Bob Marley video, and he don't speak no English at all. And he has a club named Reggae Pub that seats 5,000 people. And immediately on the spot, we signed a contract to bring radio jocks over, right, to work in the club for 3 months spells, and some of the groups them to come over and start the tours around Thailand, which was really, really a good step for us. I stayed right there and I called Cool FM and speak to Michael Barnett all the way from Thailand. and said round up some DJs because they want some DJs to spin records on a 3-month basis and so on. And then I came back and there was a contest in Jamaica named Synergy Green, sponsored by the Heineken, Green Synergy. And the DJs that won, we lined them up to fill that gap. But at home here, you know, the government people needs to do some more. We're not relying on them because we have been, as Siaga told me years ago, we have been doing good on our own. But look at it now. We have a festival in Rotterdam, in Spain. 7 days of reggae, 1 whole week of Jamaican culture, you know. And we don't have a presence of our country there. They have 300 stores out there selling things Jamaica, and they are all sold by white folks and Africans. And we are balling about foreign exchange, right? And I always said to some of the government people, we should even have a big tent that's selling things Jamaica, so people can come to the festivals them and get something. Let me say all a stone painted in red, green and gold, €5. Just a stone painted in red, green and gold, €5 selling, and Jamaica on it. So we need to utilize the talents, because we have a lot of abundance of talent here, you know.
What's important to note is that their top-selling acts are non-Jamaican reggae bands who enjoy thousands of non-traditional reggae fans and tour the world. California is not the only region that has seen an explosion of local non-Jamaican reggae acts. Reggae's derivative, reggaeton, is now a multi-billion-dollar genre, and dancehall-inspired Afrobeats are racking up phenomenal numbers on streaming platforms that far exceed the numbers of dancehall and reggae. Despite the explosion, it is agreed that Jamaica has a competitive advantage, as there will always be a demand for authentic Jamaican reggae. Thank you for joining us for this JMC presentation, and we ask you to become a part of the JMC movement as we continue to connect creators with the leaders of the Jamaica music industry.
Well, young man, if me ugly like you, I beg God ring out my face and put it for sun. 'Cause pretty looks done, and you not get none. The looks done and they no get none. Pretty looks done and they no get none. He looks done and they no get none. He looks done and they no get none. For them turn up, me sit down, me a walk, him a run, him buck him big toe tumble down. One good thing about music when it hits you.
Do you have the Reggae Jamaica mobile app on your phone? No? Well, you could be missing out on news, views, interviews, events, and so much more about the impact of reggae music across the globe. Information at your fingertips about Reggae Month and other exciting reggae events. That's the Reggae Jamaica mobile app, now available in the Apple or the Google Play Store. Get it now!
Everybody wanna feel. You're on the beautiful waterfront of Montego Bay. It is breathtaking, full of resorts, and Pier 1 is one of the most famous hangout spots here. This business was started by our parents 30 years ago. It was born out of their passion for entertaining friends, family, just about anybody.
Pier 1 is special, it's very unique. It's actually where locals and tourists come together. People come here and just chill, get the day all washed off with some alcohol and get their bellies full. Jamaicans party and they want the crowd to feel what you're feeling. If you're having a good time, everybody has to be having a good time. Come to somewhere where there's no stress. Come and listen to some reggae music, sit on the beach, have a drink, and experience bliss.
Join us in Jamaica.
I spent my whole life here. Grew up right on this beach, you know, with my brothers, surfing, playing in the sand. My dad, they call him the godfather of surfing because he's done so much to really develop the sport. surfing is a lifestyle, you know. It's you wake up in the morning and the first thought is, oh, what's the waves like today? It takes over your life, you know. Jamnesia is Jamaica's first and only surf camp, and what we do is we cater to local and traveling surfers, trying to make staying in Jamaica as affordable as possible. You know, we can teach anybody to surf. We'll take everybody. There's that personal side of Jamaica that you only experience from coming here. Everybody wants to genuinely help you to have a great experience. You know, like, we're so proud of Jamaica that we want to share it with everybody.
In the Reggae Studio with our reggae ambassadors as they reveal the other side of the reggae beat outside the spotlight.
Put your hands together and welcome hot, burning, sweet singing, Coco!
Are you ready? Oh, Jaja, no. Yes, I hear the voice of the Rasta man say, Babylon, your throne gone down, gone down. Babylon, your throne gone down. Jah! When I sight the
Well, I was born in a place called Rocky Point, Clarendon. And I live on the most southern part of Jamaica, which is on the sea coast. Where once you leave places like Maypen, and you reach to Iman district, you wouldn't have nowhere to go beside on the sea, unless you go to Pigeon Key or you go to South America. You know what I say? You wouldn't have anywhere else to go because our places are dead end. It's one way in and one way out. So it was a place where most of the people didn't really get exposed to a lot of things that happen in the rest of the country because we are on the southernmost side of the country, as I said. And really, life to I and I was of the simple. You know, like we get up and we play football and cricket and, you know what I say, we used to shoot bird and play gig and, you know what I say, and all of those things where young people do in those times. I don't really see them go on at this time because the world get technologically advanced and then people don't really want to do them things. People want to see TV and play video games and all them things. It's a different world now from the way I knew it from growing up in them times still, you know what I say? But it was a simple life where, you know, although we don't grow in a society or in a district where it was a lot of rich people and life was rosy and things like that, but we still full joy with self and was comfortable with the things and the people around me and my family and my friends and, you know what I say? Church was important in a sense that, you know, your grand people, them always tell us, boy, you have to go to Sunday school or Sunday day and you have to go at church in the night, Sunday night, and things like that, Sunday morning. Most people, you have to go to church because that wasn't a choice. But, you know, I say something where you're bound to do. You'd never have any choice in those years, like, oh, you're like a youth who grew up now that say, boy, I don't want to go to church today. You couldn't tell the parents that you'd have to go to church. If them say, right now, when you wake up in the morning, go carry the goat, them, go tie them out, and, you know what I say? Go down a beach, go for this, and you have to do them things. But nowadays, people have choices, so, you know, they would do different things, but we have to do the things with them tell we have to do in them time there. And I guess that is why we have this deterioration of manners and respect in society today, because the youths tell their parents what they want to do today, but we would have to listen to our parents. You know what I mean? So we'd have to go to church. From a tender age, I've been singing. The first song I recorded was at age 14. But before that, you know, people kind of see the potential in me, what I, you know, could I really do and what I can hope to become in the world. So they would say to me, boy, you have a good voice now, you can sing, you know. You must always go to sing. So when I go to school, people always want me to sing on school concert, and when I go to church, I'm always want me to sing on them thing there. Well, after this man called Willie Francis came to my district sometime in about 1973, between about like the end of 1973 to the early part of 1974, and he said he discovered the talent that Iman had, you know, and he thought that he could really develop Iman as an artist in the business. That's when I really started to really take it serious, because, you know, I said, I know I could have sing still on them thing, and enough people tell me, say, boy, you can't sing on them thing, but, you know, it never really occurred to me, say, boy, I would really want to sing to make it a career or to really achieve certain kind of thing from it, you know what I say? So when he came to Iman now and said, boy, I want to take it to the studio, and so he took me to the studio like about 1974, and I recorded a song called Searching the Hills. Then that point, it dawned on me that, you know, I could really be something in the music, but I still never really got the break in 1974. Reason is I was too small and I wasn't as considerate in them time, because I never really have no expense or nothing like that for really think about, say, boy, I have to bring the bread to put on the table and anything. I was really living amongst my parents, and them would provide all the things that I need. So I just wanted to play, you know what I say, just go around and have fun. If me just singing, if you have fun and anything, but not as a career. But it took me like 10 years after that to realize, so then, boy, I have to try to make singing be a career. When I went back to my district in Rocky Point, the person that I did that song for bought me one pink bush jacket and one beige bush jacket. And when I went back to Rocky Point, they said, boy, go ahead. A 2 bush jacket you get from the song. You know, I said, that's all they give you, go sing and they get 2 bush jacket. I start feel a way about it, you know, cause, you know, I say I was so sad to know that people was imagining me be a big star and have all of this fanfare and all of them things there, you know what I say, but I never achieved them things at that time, so it wasn't really a success in a sense that monetary, but to me it was a success because it taught me how to really, you know what I say, maneuver, because after I did that first song, you know, it took me 10 years, like I told you, to be what I am today, and because of doing that song and what people said to me, it brings that kind of impetus into me wanting to really prove to them that it's not really a 1 or a 2 bush jacket me get from them thing there, you know what I mean? But I gain experience from the thing, so it made me started to work harder, because at that time I didn't know how to really write a song, because my brain wasn't in the right place, being a young youth where I don't really have nothing to consider about, you know, I have no bills to pay, nor no wife to obey and all them thing, you know what I say? So in a sense, that's where everything started for me. It wasn't a monetary successful, but it was a success for me in terms of, you know, experience.
I say one bright morning when my work is over, I said over 400 years in Babylon, 400 Bingy man, 400 years in Babylon, 400 years.
At one point, there was a guy called Uka. We call him Uka. He came from Lindsay, but he came to my district and he used to work on boat, doing fiberglass work on boat and things like that. And he saw me and he said, boy, Kokoti, yeah, singing you love still, but you have the ability to be a jockey. You get what I say? You have the height, you have the weight, you have everything where it takes to make you a good jockey in Jamaica. You know what I say? So I wanted to take you to Cayman's Park to be a jockey. So he took me to Cayman's Park, that's like about 1976, 78. And he took me to Cayman's Park, and I went there, took me to a trainer called Joshua Morrison. He's deceased now. And I went to Joshua Morrison's stable and started to settle in. The first man, and they said they're going to put me in a house, and they put me in a house called Sovereign Set. So when he first put me on this ass, no sovereign set, no, I was walking, class marine, and they tell me them to have a silk for the ass, and they say, watch out, make sure you drop your hand for it, because you have to drop your hand on his widow. So I drop my hand on the widow, you know, one thing, and class marine, and drop the hand on the ass widow, and the ass I walk nice, I go, I say, but that ass was an ass where really don't have no whole part still. I'm sitting upon the ass and I walk the ass, and it's like, they have a man called, there's a trainer now named Barry Daz. His father is used to name James Daz, or his uncle. And he's a person who used to collect the dung from the asses. So you have to drive a tractor and go on and collect the thing that the ass dung is dumping. So the tractor was coming round that morning, and the ass hit the tractor and just and break off, you know what I say? So when the ass break off, fly off my back. Remember that first I go up on the ass, you know. So it break off, and unexpectedly, man was really gazing at them things, and I really realized, say, boy, when you're on an ass and once he breaks, so you have to be able to sit down there and back and hold him and remain steady, you know. But if you're not looking, then unexpected and him break off, you can fly off and back. So I fly off and back and drop, and I drop it on one wire fence over there, saying, I'm cut up on something and things like that, and the man say, what, you know. The man come and him say, all right, jump up back. So because it's a country what I think there, I say, but me have cut up and a bleed and all them things, you know, but so that is a part of the rope of racing. Yeah. If you're gonna be a jockey, you got to be a brave person. But when them say go back up, you have to jump back up something. I said to myself, boy, this thing look like a mighty thing. Look at me, I cut up and them thing there, but still I tell them to jump up back and all them thing there. They ask me, say, oh, you cut. Let me see the cut. They never ask you them thing there. Because racing is a thing that teach me a lot of things in our earth, you know. Yeah, man, a lot of things when me learn in racing is because racing, that's why I love Cayman's Park, I love racers, and I love the trainers, and I love the jockeys and the grooms. I love everything on Cayman's Park because it teaches me to be a man. The first time I ever sleep out a door, I don't have Cayman's Park. You get what I say? The first time I ever experienced going to my bed without food and all them things, I don't have Cayman's Park. The first time I ever experienced anything, a lot of things in my life, I don't have Cayman's Park. One night I was there with some groom and assistant trainers because, you know, the trainers them gone home and leave where the groom and the assistant trainers them know. We as apprentices have to water up the ass in the night. That means like when it comes to 10 o'clock and them, you know, we have to catch full bucket and give every ass water. So it's like one night we there and the man them say, all right, Coco TV, I beg you go to shop. Because them go cook food now, you know. Them said me go to shop and I go to shop and buy food and then come back and them say, all right, go look some wood for we. Go look some wood and come back and give them wood and say, make up the fire and then they say, wash out the pot and all that thing there. And you know what happened to me now? I'm going to rip and drop asleep before the food don't cook. You say, we drop asleep and when we wake up back and say, we buy food. They said, no, man, we are talking about angel feed who sleep. They left no food for me. You say, I said, oh, look at the man, them wicked so. What the man, them fit? Cook and me there whole night, me do everything and the man, them no left no food. The man, them said that is to teach you to be a man. You must not sleep when pot is cooking. So, for them time I man learn lesson from them things, say, boy, enough to sleep when time food are cooked. The only time you sleep is when you eat and your belly full. You go lie down, because you're not at home, you know. It's not mama and daddy business. You're a man. Once you go to Cayman's Park to be an apprentice, you're not anymore a little boy anymore. No. You're a big man. You're on your own. That means that when time you say food are cooked, you don't never go to sleep. You know what I say? So anyway, after falling off the ass and all them things that man, I say, boy, I charge you know. I wonder if I'm gonna make it no one and thing there. Well, I still went on because you know that's how the game goes still on. But it's like all of them time that me did it with the groom and man, me always have to sing because singing is a part of me. I always sing people to bed at night time and them I say, boy, sing, you can't sing. You know if you don't race, you know. I sing if you go sing. You know if you don't know a boy I say in a race business and them always encourage me, say, boy, leave race now and go sing, man. You know what I say? So after a while, I just get fed up and say, I don't know racing thing again, I'm leave. And go back to Rocky Point and then I start to, you know, go to sea, start to learn how to fish and all everything there. I remember one man I was going to sea and I have a brother named Congo And I have a cousin named Frederick. I told them, okay, I'm going to see, because them usually sing, them call themselves the Rocketonians. And them used to sing to, so me and them usually rehearse. So them one man, they say, well, okay, you got to see with the man. Make you go experience where you see things like, and when I go out, the man, the weather was kind of like a choppy, you know, so the boat have ride the sea, and, you know what I say, but my thought take me, I can't tell how far my thought gone still, but just looking at the sea and the sun rising up from behind the sea, I come up and me, I see this sun glare, and the man I sing a song, say, beyond the hill lays a valley, beyond the valley lays the sea, beyond the sea lies my baby, who patiently waits for me. I never forgot that yet, because the man is like me drift away into oblivion, you know what I say? The way that all them things, just, me have memories of them things still every day, I never forgot them things. So, you know what I say? The singing was still within me, where anything me I do, me just want to sing on them things. So people always just say to me, say, Cocotte, you go sing, man, because I feel thing that. You know what I say? So after that, I go all through all them pure than them things. So it comes like, any sound come a Rocky Point come play now. I start singing a dance and get mad now. You know what I say? Just get wicked in a dancehall business. Cause I learn my trade. Cause, you know what I say? First time I meet Peter Metro and Sky Juice and Metro Media and Kilimanjaro and Volcano and sound usually named Socialist Roots and Black Harmony and King Tubbies and Jalove and all of them sound there. You know what I say? It is Rocky, all of them come play. So I get to know them sound. So I start singing all of them sound coming. So one night now, in 1983, Volcano, I play, came to Rocky to play. And when they came to play, you have Billy Boy and Levan, Cliff and Pupatai and Louis Lepke and them man come and Little John, the man. Man, I tell them, say, boy, I don't forget Cocotte the mic. And they was reluctant, they don't want to go to the mic, and people say, what I do? If you don't give Cocotte the mic, no sound can't play, boy. And I have to give him the mic. And then give him the mic and dance, mash up, man, and everything nice. And them say, boy, you have to come at home, come check John Joy, you know. Because you have the vibes, a youth like you can do the thing, you know. So I went to town the next year, like, that was in December 1983, this happened. So in 1984, like February, I went to Kingston and come on my relay and come check John Joy Laws and thing. And we up on the corner and John Joy come on. He came on with Josie Whale and Yellow Man and them, Charlie Chaplin them, and them say, sing something for me. And I sing something, and Josie Whale dance. And Josie Whale look at me and them say, Cocotte, you not sing no more, man, because you see any man sing and make me dance without rhythm, him half a bus in this side these days. Don't worry yourself, you go boss. And from there, you know, see Cocotte, you know.
Why? Woo, 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 yeah. Hey, tune in, rub-a-dubbing at the lawn, Lord. Tune in, reggae music off the ground. Them say tune in, we are go round the dance hall, Lord. Tune in, reggae music off the ground, Lord. Cause all the daughters keep skanking and the man them keep rocking. Everyone feeling good, enjoying themselves, boy. All the passes from Westmoreland and the one them out of Kingston, sitting in at the dance hall, skanking it tonight, Lord. Them say tune in, reggae music off the ground, Lord. Tune in, rub-a-dubbing at the lawn, boy. Them say tune in, rub-a-dubbing at the lawn, Lord. Tune in, reggae music off the ground. Well, all the passes out of Europe, and all the one them out of Germany, and all the one them out of England in the dance hall, Lord. All the one them from America, and all the one them out of Canada, Even though some South Africa enjoying themselves. Well, them say tune in, rubber dub another long, Lord. Tune in, cocoa tea in the lawn. Them say tune in, around me come for jam the dance hall. Whoa, boy. Tune in, boy, cocoa tea in the lawn. L.I. All the passes out of Clarendon, and the one them out of Kingston. All the one them from Spanish Town in the dance hall. Whoa, cha. Some a come from Mandeville, some a come from Rocky Point, some from Newtown East in the dance hall. And them a sing tune in, cocoa in the lawn. Whoa, boy.
It was great, knowing that time man was around such a big contingency of people like Yellow Man and John Walton, Gregory Isaac used to come do them things, Sugar Mine, I used to say Tristan Palmer and all of them people come around. Because John Dredd have a bag of artists, Barrington Leveland, Little John and all of them they sing. And it was great working with them, but I was always a humble person like who I am today because I'm a man who read the Bible enough, And Proverbs tell me, say, boy, after humility comes glory. So I man just sit down and be humble and just watch what them I do and just do my little thing. And it was great working among them. When I get my chance to do my thing, I say, so I never had to worry because once I was just hoping to get the opportunity to come out to come prove to people, to the world where I man can do. So all the way I go, I'm just did amongst them and do my little thing and, feel nice when I say, boy, I could have amongst them type of people. But I never really to get overexcited and anything. I just remain a humble person and I know say boy right now. Everyone have them time because in those days it was people like Freddie McGregor and Dennis Brown and them type of people where Barry Salmon and them people me here mash up a place and them thing. I'm just a wolf to say boy. When my time come I can be able to be able to rank amongst those type of people. So I just go on do my thing and know say boy. I hear the king and, what I say? I go through box thing. But it was a joy to work with those people because at least me gain a lot of experience. Where if me never really come amongst them people, probably I would have strayed and do all kind of different things. But because I learned the music from those type of people, I learned to really know how to mold out a career we could serve until this time, but I'm still not the business right now. What you don't know, you really don't know. Who are the star for the show? Barry G. Cocotti, Henry Jonjo, and the man called King Yellow. And the first song that we do for Jonjo. You know what I say? Yeah. And then after that came a song called Rockin' Dolly. Well, what inspired Rockin' Dolly was just, in that time there was a dance called Rockin' Dolly. Where most people was doing the Rockin' Dolly and things like that, what I say? And Rockin' Dolly came about really because of some bike people in a town. That's why I said the man called Rano Dredd, because Rano was one of the big riders at them time. You know what I say? And Ty and them they have some big bike and them a ride and the man there, what I say? And they have a dance where they bring out for the same thing called Rockin' Dolly. So it came about after that, we just thought we would do something after it. So me and John last sit down and I said, boy, I want to do a song after this Rockin' Dolly thing. I want to write something after because I knew that I have the ability to make songs. You know what I say? After all, I get tough now and can't make songs after anything. You know what I say? So that's how it came about.
Yes, I've lost my soul, she's gone.
Last Mass Winner was about a young lady where I want to tell you, when I wrote the song Last Mass Winner, it wasn't me personal, it wasn't my personal experience. Where I have a friend in Rocky Point called Ronald, and he had a girl called Sonia. Sonia was from Wolaba Bay, and Sonia and him have But he loves Sona and Sona love him, but every minute them fight and quarrel and bag of thing and she left gone and all that man and thing. Ronald lose him and he want to have a come back. That's why I said, come back, so yeah. You know what I'm saying? Well, she came back, you know, but after a while, you know, in a relationship where you know, say, boy, there's always quarrel and fight and anything there. Sometimes not really too last, you know what I say? And in order for it to no reach to certain type of thing where people get hurt and, you know what I say? They had to part ways and that's how it went, you know. So I just thought I would make a song after it, you know what I say? You, bidu, 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 la da 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 da. Give me no, yes I've lost my Sonia and she's gone away. She's gone away. That's the song, yeah?
I'm a hoping it's me she love. Sorry, Coco home t-shirt.
Well, Wish Love now, Wish Love is just like an opportunity came for me, you know. It's like one day we were in Jammy Studio and Bobby Digital was my good friend now. We run Digital B Studio. Bobby, from them time, from Jammy's days, me meet Bobby Digital and he's like brother from them time until this time. They were in the studio and Home T, the Home T for them time there, was supposed to record a song called, a song done by Patty Page. They said, darling, why do I get butterflies? So Jammy's wanted them to do a cover version of the song. So the lead singer, who is called Diego, and Mikey Bennett was in the studio and they was working on the song, working out the song. Oh, they're gonna do the song and things like that. And it's like when he was doing the song, because it was a song that was done many years ago, he forgot the melody. How really to sing the song the right way, you know. So them say, Kokoti, we want you come. They send call from outside and say, come inside the studio, man. We want you come make sing back the line, make Diego hear how the line go. So when I started to sing the song, now they must say, Bobby, they must say, no man, but this man to sing the song. You know what I say? And they must say, all right. They didn't really want to really hurt the feelings of them people because they didn't come to sing the song. So them say, all right, the one who start sing the song. The one who can do the song then. But when we were singing the song, it was like, you know, it sounded like a man sing to a man and them things. So then I said, no, we don't want a man sing to a man thing because it not sound proper them really. You know what I said? Because if you go say, darling, why do I get butterfly? To our next man, you know, our Jamaican style, we think already, how people think in Jamaica. The man I say, we cannot joke thing that in the fan. So, you know what I say? So we say, no. So that's when now they sent outside to call Shabba Ranks. Because we needed Shabba Ranks now to come between us now to split the song and make the song sound a different way. That's why Shabba Ranks came in and said, no wonder which one of them she love, which one of them she love, which one of them she love, no wonder which one of them she love. If a Kokoti, if a Home T are the one Kokoti, one thing for sure, the two of them crazy. One shy, one get butterfly. You know what I say? So that's how the song came about because it wasn't really I meant to sing the song, but because I could really perform the song away where, you know, I could have sung away. So, you know, we try to get together and do the song.
Them a call us pirates. Them a call us illegal broadcasters. Just because
I mean, Gussie was the person who brought forth the idea of the pirate anthem still, you know. He wasn't the one who really wrote the song. The song was written between me, Mikey Bennett, and Shabba Ranks and Diego. But Gussie was the one who had the idea because in England, in those days, you never really have station like Kiss FM, which is a national station. You only had BBC, which was a national broadcasting station in England and time. Kiss FM was a pirate station, and one called Choice FM. Those were pirate stations. We are the ones who, you know, articulate their getting their status as being a national station right now. So enough of the things will go on a Kiss and Choice. They owed us for being legalized. You know what I say? So Gussie used to be in England, knowing that he was doing some work with. He had a distributor called Greensleeve in England. And when Gussie went to England and come back, he said, boy, John, the biggest thing in England is some pirate thing, you know, and the people, them fight against the pirate people. Them. When a man have a pirate station, he would go into some old building, in the basement of some old building, or at the top of the building, them and thing, and put up them pirate and them thing, and have them pirate station. But you have a thing called DTI, Department of, what for them call them, you know what I say, who come and take them thing and put it in a van and carry it and all them thing and lock up all people and all them kind of thing. So I say, boy, we want to do some, write something about that. You know, something that can really support them. If either them gets legalized or, you know what I say, people that sit to the say, well, boy, a pirate station usually play reggae music them time they're alone in England. Very rarely when you would get, if your song wasn't on top of the pops and them thing, you couldn't really get on BBC radio and them thing. You know what I say? So that is how the idea came about.
This fighting over this hiding, oh, is a dangerous something because the Arab man them not joking.
Well, the song called I Think is a song that is known by so many people that when I went to England for the first time, you know, and I saw a person from Saudi Arabia came to interview me, all I heard I knew about Saudi Arabia at the time. It's just not about I don't get them say the Isle thing come, the Isle state and all them things. But because when the Gulf War, the first Gulf War started, you know what I say, as a Rasta, I and I up to this day is opposed to war in any form or any place or any way it want to take place. We're just opposed to see people are kill people and people are die innocently and everything. So we thought that we would make a song about it because the perception to I and I was that they were going down there to war over the Isle. So me and Mikey Bennett now sit down and get together and say, well, I'll make a song about this Isle thing here. And that's how the song came about. It was banned in many places, but you know what I say, right now, to I man, we still get satisfaction from the song because it vindicates enough of the thing we are going right now. And we can see, so boy, the song was really worth doing. You know what I say, it was banned in the UK and it was banned in like America and certain places like in Jamaica. And I don't think even the persons who banned it know why they really banned it because they say we were expressing anti-Iraqi sentiments, American sentiments and English sentiments because they are the one who is articulating the war. The song said this fighting over this Isle thing is a dangerous something because the Arab man them not joking. But I thought what was the hurtful line in the song, the most hurtful line in the song is that we said, boy, if as much as a rock stone fling, Saddam Hussein say, I'm going to kill everything. I'm going to done everything. George Bush afraid, but him can't back down. Because him don't want to look like the American clown. That's the line that I think that was most hurtful because Daddy Bush 41 was the president at that time in America. And, you know, I say, if you say them thing about the president of America them time there, you know, I say people thought that you really right if you say them thing. But that is one of the main reasons for Iman to be supporting Barack Obama in this time. And you know, it's no secret that Iman has support Barack Obama. Most people look at me and say, well, why you say politics and everything there? But a song like I'll Thing was a political song same way because it not really it has said, boy, I don't want no war. And if you say you don't want no war, that is politics. If you say you want war, that is politics. You know what I say? Whatever you say, if you say the oil price too high, that is politics. So I just saw the thing go. You know what I say? You're not really meant to be political, but you're gonna be political and you're gonna be viewed as being political. What they want to think about it. You know what I say? Or not. I just saw the thing go. And that's why Iman say Iman would all really have to support Barack Obama because Barack Obama say he's trying to change the way politics is being run in Washington. And he's gonna change things like the war, I'm going to bring home the troops them from Iraq and I'm going to bring home the troops and where. It no must happen, you know. But at least you are a person who is supporting the premise of change.
Why, Lord? Well, this is not about class, no color, race, nor creed. Make no mistake, it's the changes where all the people them need. Them a shout out Barack Obama, Barack Obama, Barack Obama, hoy, hoy. Them say Barack Obama, Barack Obama, Barack Obama, hoy, hoy. Now you can hear it in the morning, Obama, and you can hear it in the evening, Obama. Black man and white man shouting, Obama. Them in the groove and them is moving, Obama. And you can hear them saying, Barack Obama, Barack Obama, Barack Obama, hoy, hoy. Them say Barack Obama, Barack Obama, Barack Obama, hoy, hoy. The momentum is hot, hot, and no one can stop that. Well, some of them are just back, or some are take back them chat, or some of them who was racist, jumping and dancing in the streets and I shout out Barack Obama, Barack Obama, Barack Obama, hoy, hoy. Them say Barack Obama, Barack Obama, Barack Obama, hoy, hoy. It is not Hillary Clinton, Obama, and it is not John McCain, Obama. It is not Chuck Norris, Obama, and I know it's not John Wayne, Obama. It is not the one Rambo, Obama, and it is not the Terminator, Obama. But are the new trendsetter, Obama. Him matting up the whole America and them a shout out Barack Obama, Barack Obama, Barack Obama, hoy, hoy. Them say Barack Obama, Barack Obama, Barack Obama, hoy, hoy. African American rights, and keep your eyes on the
You know, for
prize.
high music and most of them things I sing about. And most of them things I man sing about, you know. I man have 22 albums. The next one coming up gonna be me. The one where VP just released for the end of the anthology is the 23rd. But those are taken from some of my old stuff, so I wouldn't call it the 23rd. I would view that within the realm of the 22. But the 23rd is coming up, and if you sit in and listen, I man, because that is what is wrong in the world today, you know. Like a place in Jamaica, we have a lot of people, you know, have been played a lot. But you can't blame the people who play tune on the radio, you know, because it is said that the persons who distribute music are the big record companies and them people who distribute music. Them tell them, boy, I and I lyrics are too political. And they said, it is no secret that sex sells. I have a song, an album that was released the year before last for a VP, and it's called Sex, Drugs and Crime. The album is called Save a Soldier, and there's a song on it called Sex, Drugs and Crime. And that them are promoting this time. And it's true because them say sex sell. So anything when them sex I go sell. Anything when them drugs I go sell. Anything when them crime I go sell. Because you know why sex, drugs and crime sell? Because these things, when you take drugs and you drink this bag of liquor when you have in the road, it's to get your mind frustrated. Take your mind off of all of the problems of the world. Because these things are not really something that was by mistake, it's by design. To get the black people, you know, the range and, you know, void of the knowledge what them supposed to know on them things. I don't want to say so them things upon the TV, because not for them things if I say it upon the TV, they might think say, boy, it's already Martin Luther King and Marcus Garvey come with a bag of revolution. You know what I say? But what is to be must be, and what is to be said have to be said, because all voice have to be heard. I mean, a lot of people up on TV and I interview them, and these topics are never something that comes to the fore. if you should sit down with most of them religious people on TV right now, them call some people they don't know, we can't explain none of them things to them. Because the religious people, them take some people, them can twist around and they're not going to call I and I because, you know what I say? We will contradict them. And when I contradict them, I go take the same Bible them I use and read and contradict them. Then they don't want them thing there. So them call certain other people. But not because I'm fancy, kind of like TV and anything because, you know what I say? But, you know, the truth and the truth, just say you shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free.
Cause now enough of them a realize the black man is in their eyes. Well, it's no joke, it's a fact. We're gonna paint all the White House black. Enough can't believe it true. Black country run the red, white and blue. Them a shout out Barack, Obama, Barack, Obama, Barack, Obama, hoy, oh hoy. Them say Barack, Obama, Barack, Obama, Barack, Obama, hoy, oh hoy.
Yeah, that's why I own a label because I don't want one country like where I'm supposed to produce or where I can't produce. You know what I say? Because if you produce music for some people, they must say, boy, we don't want them kind of music because them kind of music they don't want to hear. But I'm going to do my own thing where you can't tell like what to do because I fear thing, you know what I say?
Dance a fi go I'm up in the line. Dance a fi go I'm up in the line.
Don't know, said the crowd come out at Saturday night.
Some gonna stone love.
Enjoy themselves as long as the vibes is right.
Some gonna make you bleed down.
After a hard and tiring week of work. Weekend times, you know, crowd of people love to splurge. Here comes a group of cops, want turn down the sound.
No pay them, no pay them, no pay them, no pay them, no pay them. No mind I say, keep on dancing.
Make them come.
Grooving.
This now don't tell
Just
the
keep
lie.
on dancing.
It's never over till it's over, no.
It's never over till it's over.
Yeah, you hear me? Hey, Chuck. Officer, put on your gun. We don't want to see your nozzle. Dance all business and no giggle. I dance to come for dance. We don't come to make trouble. Officer, go look at your and go bubble. So you see man a smile. You think man a phone or you think man a boy where you grab chain a tongue. Come bad up me selector for lock off the sound judgment. Put on your gun. Yo, yo, yo.
How can we achieve equal rights like this?
Because they want to lock off for fun.
No wonder how some man end up on the most wanted list.
No pay them, 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 no mind I say. Keep on dancing, moving, grooving. Just keep on rocking, skanking.
I want the corn box there.
Over till it's
I want Congo just today. I want the corn box there.
Never over till it's over.
Bust up the gate and let in Jesse. Let in the corn box.
Hey policeman, hey soldier man, come out of the dance before you no van. If you don't come out as strictly I'm a Gideon. This a black Jesse, sit down on the version. Come silver cat, this a one and number one. Call Cocotti from Clarendon. Bring all the youths them from Roaring Lion. Make them know this a dance masculine.
War!
No pay them, 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 no mind I say. Keep on skanking.
Germany, Mexico, Texas.
Just keep on dancing, skanking.
It's never over till it's
Trinidad,
over. No.
Antigua, Barbados.
It's never over till it's over.
Over, over. Are you ready? Come on. You be, you be, you be, you bang, be. You be, you be, you be, you bang, be. You be, you be, you be, you bang, be. Cocotti land again, cocotti in a pochi again. Mix me have a many friends and me we treat them well, but never to them my secret tell. Cause when my friends becomes my foe, all over the world my story will go. So when you be in cocotti, him come again. When you so hey, you be, you bang me. You be, you bang them. You be, you dang, dang, dang. Cocotti land again, cocotti him come again. When you hey, you be, you bang them. You be, you bang boom. You mustn't skylark. Learn a trade or go to school. And don't you turn yourself in a fool. But now we've gone to Rikers Island. Never want go to Rikers Island. Now we've gone to Rikers Island. He never want go to Rikers Island. Him used to walk and screw up him face. But now he's spending enough time upstate. They used to tell him to understand. But now them find him with a M1. In his pocket, him up a million. So now him gone to Rikers Island. Never want go to Rikers Island. But now him gone to Rikers Island. Him never want go to Rikers Island. And oh mama, I wish you were around. See you youth how him going down. Used to chuck it from town to town, uptown and downtown and all around. So now him gone to Rikers Island. Never want go. Come on and love me. Love me too. Woo, 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 lee. Bring it down. Love me. Love me truly.
Well, the most memorable time for Iman career is about 1992 when I went to Japan Splash and I performed in front of 100,000 people. And to know that the 100,000 people was Japanese cheering for this great music where we have named reggae. Because reggae is a music where it's because the government of Jamaica and the people of Jamaica, I don't really think them realize, you know what I say, the power of this great music where we have in Jamaica called reggae. Remember, you know, when I go to Europe, or when I go to Japan, and I go to Asia and all of them places, when I go to America, and most of the people cannot relate to the language, but them know the song. When you go to Japan, you say people will say, boy, konnichiwa, mush mushy, you know what I say? And some say, arigato, and all in something there, and a full language, but them still know everything what we say. Because it's the power of this great music. You see what I say? Because reggae music is called the heartbeat of the people. And not just black people. And not just Caribbean or America. And the whole world. So, you know what I say? That's why I told you I rate myself as being privileged to be a part of this great thing called reggae. I have no regrets. All I have is praise and thanks for this music. To be fortunate to be, you know, associated with all of the people in the reggae music and all who really love the thing. And all who gone and all who dare see me and all who has made it possible for Iman to be in it, you know. The sky's the limit for I and I, you know. And when we like the old man river keep on rolling and guess what happened now? It's just who set the precedence for anything that happen in the world and anything just say, that Cocotti abide by. If him say, boy, I know you tomorrow you can't sing no more, then I'm not going to sing no more, because him say that. But anything him say, I'm going to roll the tide scene because, like I say, it's not, I don't really look for nothing when you're in career. You know what I say? If reggae music was all about career, a career is a thing that spans for about a 10-year or even less. Some people, look at the artists them nowadays, what they call career lasts for only like 6 months or a year, the most. So it is not about career, it's a lifetime. And it's a lifelong experience, you know what I say? And like Shakespeare said, life is what you make it. So if you make your life something that's gonna be miserable, it's gonna be miserable all your life. You know, and anything. If you make it simple and say boy, you're just a person who is doing your work like anyone else. Like when you come out here to do your work today. And so I go ask in the studio to go do my work. I just my work come here do because if I never do work, I couldn't there. You see what I say? I man say, Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you. Say, Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you. I faced a lot of trials and tribulation, but through all of that, Cocotti stand strong. Giving thanks and praise to the Almighty One, and looking forward to reach Mount Zion. And I man say, Zion, I'm coming home to you. Me say, Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you. They said I don't have no rights in a Babylon because I don't know how the West was won. Neither I can't change their plan. The West is controlled by the Ku Klux Klan. Let me hear you sing, Zion, I'm coming home to you.
Rastafari. Lord boy. Na 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 na. Yeah. Rastafari. Na 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 na. Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you. Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you.
When we started this space, we really and truly wanted something that connected to Rastafari, and Rastafari is a horizontal society. It deals with equality, where each person is an identity and an owner unto themselves based on their capability. We are convinced that the best way how to preserve a culture like ours is by awareness. So we did set up this village and decide to use tourism as a tool to preserve and protect our culture. And it's all just a presentation of love. Jamaica is so much more than land, than sea and sun. You know, Jamaica is a lot more than that. And we really see Rastafari as the conscience of the Jamaican people. It speaks to a philosophy of humanity. And that is why, you know, for us, Haile Selassie's ultimate, who urges us to become members of a new race, which is the human race. And that's important.
Reggae Month is February. February is Reggae Month. Come catch the rhythm virtually. We gone online totally on Reggae Month TV. Mega reggae concerts, interesting reggae documentaries, informative reggae symposia, and lots more. Online daily from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. on PBCJ, Jam Vision, JCDC Facebook page, and several other cable and social media platforms. Details available on the Reggae Jamaica mobile app, Reggae Month TV. Tune in daily and be entertained and informed.
Devon House is a monument, and it's a monument for Jamaican people. Now, Devon House was built by the first black Jamaican to become a millionaire, George Stibel, a millionaire in his own right. He was carpenter by trade. He was also mason building. He was apprenticed to a shipwright. This great man left a legacy behind, a legacy that no one can ever forget. So for children and parents alike who want somewhere to go, I can let them feel Devon House. I can let them feel that this house is still being lived in. I let them feel that Mr. Stibel is like he's still alive. In Jamaica, there's a lot to explore. So I want you to visit my country, my island. Come and see. There's a lot to enjoy.